Hello and welcome to another ATN tutorial. In this video I'm going to go over the system settings in the Excite 4K scopes. So let's begin. To get into the system settings, you want to press the center button, the OK button. And then you're going to want to go into your wrench icon, which is system settings, and click OK again. From here you will see 5 tabs: night vision, photo video, display, profiles in 0, and settings. The first one we're going to go over is the night vision, and in here you're going to see light sensitivity. So just remember, night vision mode is only available in the Excite 4K Pro series, and there are 2 options for light sensitivity: low or high. On the low setting you will get 30 frames per second, and on the high setting you will get 15 frames per second. Your selection will depend on the amount of ambient light needed for the optimum performance. For the best video quality while recording in night vision mode, we suggest having your light sensitivity settings to on low. Alright, so the next tab we're going to go over is photo video. Here you can turn on the microphone or turn it off. Then you've got the video quality. You can change that from 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and 120 frames per second. The ATN Excite 4K is capable of recording in day mode at 120 frames per second. This feature allows for post-production editing for slow motion purposes. Also, please note that the 120 frames per second mode is available in daytime setting only, and it does not improve your image or quality. It should only be used if you plan on doing post-production video editing. When choosing to use this option, the incorporation of your widgets are absent. Widgets would include reticle, timestamp, and logo that are added during video processing. So keep that in mind. Let's go back. So format SD card, basically if you have a card in your scope, you can format all the files from your card. Now onto recoil activated video. You can set the time for recording before the shot and after the shot. Alright, the next tab is going to be display, and here you can go to the screen brightness, change that. It gives you from 1 to 5 numerical selection, with 1 being the dimmest and the 5 being the brightest. It is recommended that you use the brightest setting during the day for optimal performance. Display widgets, you can change that from extended to minimal. So on the home screen you will see just the reticle, and that's pretty much it. I'll show you that in a second. I'll leave it on minimal, and we're going to go back to the home screen. If you can see here, all you can see is the reticle, the Wi-Fi battery widgets, and the magnification level in the upper right corner, instead of your full widgets like tilt and so on. Let me show you in just a second. Display, widgets to extended, and when we go back you can see the angle of degrees and the compass show up. So that's the difference between minimal and extended widgets. Alright, let's go back to the menu and back to display. Sleep mode. This allows your scope to go into hibernation mode. So if you turn this on, you can leave it. You can use the hibernation mode for example, like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So if you lay down the scope and it's not moving, the screen will go black to save power. And then when you pick it up, it'll wake up from hibernation mode. Next one is reticle style. You can change the shape of the reticle. You can go through these options. Let's go for this one, for example. Click OK to accept, and then we can choose the color as well. Color, let's go for black. Okay. So, and language, obviously you can change the language of your scope as well. Alright, so the next tab we're going to go over is profiles in 0. In the current section, it'll be your current profile. So 0 reticle, but I'll show you how to 0 the reticle in another video. You can here put your drag function, ballistic coefficient, bullet weight, muzzle velocity, zero range, and sight height. So this is the current profile that we've chosen. You can create up to 6 different profiles. If you go into other, if you're here, for example, have 2 other profiles, if you click create new profile, you can create a 3rd one and up to 6. Importing from an SD card, which means importing your profiles. So if you are updating your scope and you want to keep your profiles saved, you would export them to your SD card. And then once you update your scope, you just hit import from SD card, but your profiles will be back on your scope. You don't have to set them up all over again. So zeroing able, I showed that on the able video and on YouTube. You can check that out if you need it. And here we've got shot count as well. Okay, so the last tab will be settings. Here you can change your units from standard to metric. Here you can choose set the date and time and clock format. And then you've got your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. With this remote control, it's talking about the ATN X-Track remote. You can pair that with any smart HD device. Remote controller orientation, you can change the wheel either from front to back, depending on your preference. Here, with the rangefinder, you connect the handheld laser rangefinder and pair it. And this would be the able pairing. And then you can choose the able mode. You have got standard or fog mode. Wi-Fi info. Here you will see SSID. This is the name of the scope that you're going to see in the Wi-Fi network when you're going to be searching for the scope. So mine is Excite4K_1111, and the password would be ATN Smart HD. This is where you can find all your Wi-Fi info. And then Linux LRF, I will show you that also in another video when I get a chance. And that's pretty much it for the system settings on the Excite4K. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.